Now, let me just begin with our news portals. We're going to go to citynewsroom.com. All right, we're going to go to citynewsroom.com. Let's take a look at what we have there. And so citynewsroom.com, we have sign anti-gay bill before term ends. Sign anti-gay bill before your term ends. Moderator to Akufo-Addo. We also have Kwame Boafo, Akufo, court ruling on recollation flawed. That's what Kwame Boafo Akufo is saying. There's also 65-year-old man plans to walk over 250 kilometers, Kumasi Accra journey for Mahama's swearing in. Wow, that's a big one. That's an interesting one. Okay, we also have review your practices to prevent prolonged post-election violence. Akufo-Addo to the police. Okay, interesting one there. Akufo-Addo again is saying posterity will judge my administration's performance. All right, so that's what we have. There's a lot more on citynewsroom.com. We'll go to ChannelOneNews.com. Let me give you a few from there, and then we'll go to the printed press. We have APC, a movement for change, demand resignation of EC chair, sorry. Yeah. Okay, post-election hooliganism completely unacceptable. Akufo-Addo is the one speaking. We have Ablekuma North, NDC vows lawful resistance to protect voters' choice. We also have appoint more women, Sunyani Queen Mother urges Mahama. And I'll give you one more. All last-minute recruitments and promotions will be reversed. Asiedun Ketia is the one speaking there. All right, so these are some of the headlines that we have. There's a lot more on ChannelOneNews.com as well as citynewsroom.com, so we can go over there to get all your credible news updates. Right. Now let's get into the printed press, and joining me to help us go through the printed papers this morning, we have Vivian Kai Loco, looking all ready for situation. Yeah. Hi, Viv.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Good, good, good. Yeah. It was a nice, restful weekend for me. So
oh, good for you.
I'm grateful for that.
We're grateful for life. So tomorrow, say what's up?
It's happening.
Are we still together?
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, life.
I thought Jacob removed you from the picture.
Oh no! You see.
Oh, it may.
No, you see. You know the phrase "man pass man."
Yeah. They are boys and men.
I operate by that one.
They are boys
man pass
and men.
You can do. But still.
Charlie, David, I can't wait for tomorrow.
I'm telling you, it's exciting.
You know, usually
it's exciting.
24th is usually my first party, and actually my last. The others,
okay.
They are just going to do side. But 24th, all white. Yeah. Tomorrow.
It will be rough. It'll be
hey,
small. It'll be small.
You see me well. Last week I told you my shadow wasn't ready.
Yeah.
Now it's ready.
Now it's ready.
So I'm doing head to toe white. Even the eyelashes to be white.
I saw, you know, yesterday we went to church and I was envying our preacher's white shoes.
I know, right?
I said, hey.
I loved his pink, or something.
Yeah, it's like,
very nice
very,
with
very
his
nice.
trainers.
No, the outfit was
so
rocking.
An American.
He was rocking
Americano.
I said, I'm telling you, I need those white shoes. So,
no, you forget one. We'll show people what trainers, white trainers are.
Thank you. All right,
so quickly, yes, I'll start with the news center by a very good friend, Elvis Darko. Okay. And he leads with President Akufo-Addo does not own UK property, Eugene speaking from the presidency. And then 12,646 Ghanaians deported since 2020. And then mini budget set for January 2, but which side will compromise to end deadlock? And then they also tell us that News Center will take a break and will return in January 2025. So you can read your stories on newscenter.com. Here at Channel One TV and City FM, we won't break. We'll give you everything through the holiday and through the days that are coming. Because we'll be too much.
No. The real MVPs are here.
Yes, please. The boys and the men.
Thank you.
Elvis, I'm not talking to you. I'm saying...
Yeah, but you know, Herod, they haven't said they are going on break, but we know they will go.
No.
We know they will go.
Larry, hi.
All right, so the Herald newspaper says NDC accuses Jean Mensa and others of illegality and impunity. Citizen blows alarm on rot at Energy Commission. We have Mahama on diplomatic tour ahead of inauguration. And Immigration Service debunks $240 million e-Gates corruption claim, quotes $1.7 million. FDA faces procurement scrutiny, inflated costs, and substandard items allegations swell. And this is what's happening on the front page of the Herald newspaper.
Okay, let me take you to the Republic Press. They say Akufo-Addo issues parting shots and says prosperity shall remember him. And then NDC issues more threats, vows to reverse last-minute appointments. Still with the Republic Press, Catholic Bishop Conference commend Dampari and NSTF for peaceful elections. CDD Ghana report highlights electoral lessons from 2024 elections, court jails preacher for damaging vehicles of MPs in Parliament, and also EPA deploys inspectors to check noise pollution during Yuletide. That's very, very important because they've even started already. Yesterday from morning till when I was coming to work, there was a party in my area. I don't know what kind of party that. 24 hours party. No, and disturbing everybody.
Very, very
annoying.
And
if you are a light sleeper, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. You mess up your system. All right, so we have the Custodian newspaper here, and it says here, Custodian, by the way, is also going to go on break, and they're going on break, I think, starting from today. So this is their last print till the new year. MPP picks 7 seats after EC's recollation. Police rebut electoral violence claims in Nsawam. There's a video making the rounds showing some chaos in Nsawam, and they were saying that it were referring to post-recollation. And they say, no, that's not the video.
That's what we call malinformation. Yeah. So the video
is correct, but it was mistimed.
It's another issue altogether.
It's complete bunkum. Checks reveal Akufo-Addo has no properties in the UK.
Okay.
All right. Zoom Lions celebrates 2024 achievements in grand style. Okay, so that's what we have for the front page of the Custodian.
Okay, the Ghanaian publisher, which is wishing us a Merry Christmas, is also taking a break. It doesn't say when it will return, but I guess it will return on the 6th of January, because that's where corporate is returning. Presidency rubbishes Kevin Taylor's false claim. And then it also has a story of Joe Wise endorses Afenyo Markin to lead NPP minority. NPP clinches 7 out of 9 disputed seats, and AUCC granted presidential charter, now AUCB. So over the weekend, we saw the recollation of 7 out of the 9 disputed constituencies. All the 7 went to the MPP. We'll see how the last 2 go. So that's that.
There were quite some interesting things that happened. One of the things that jumped out for me was the question of what does recollation mean? Does it mean start from the beginning and collate everything? Or does it mean continue from where you left off? I think when they say recollation, it means recollate. Unless you don't understand English.
No, take it, calm down.
Do you understand? Calm down. Go move off where you do recollation as continue from where you left off.
Charlie, today is Monday, tomorrow we have a party. Calm down.
I'm going to party. I'm just saying that
before you continue, those who haven't gotten their tickets, they shouldn't call me this in the evening or tomorrow
I've told them already.
I don't have any tickets.
I've told them already.
Go and buy your ticket.
There's a presumption of much influence that we might have. It's like, as you are here, you have a lot of influence. You can make...
I don't have any... Nobody has any influence over the tickets. The influence over the tickets is yourself. And it's by buying it. Now we've moved from the booking class. Yeah. Now it's buying. So you control it. So if you can't control your own affair, how can I control?
No, we can't help
And
you
know those big men and women who call you last minute. I need a ticket. Please, I beg you don't
Please call today and sort it out today. And even today, crap, it's very possible at a certain point in time today, we may run out.
I think you should announce the numbers they can call if you have it offhand quickly.
It's 0205 973 973. 0205 973 973. Please call now. Okay. Spaces are fast running out. See, we say this thing, it's almost like it's a joke, but believe me, spaces are fast running out. Okay. All right. Yeah, so, yes.
The Meridian, Akufo-Addo does not own any property in the UK. I think most papers have this story.
That, yeah.
And then Ikwapim Mampong gets new Gonja chief and queen mother. And then FC rakes in 92.6 million euros for Ghana's timber export value for third quarter. This is Forestry Commission, I believe. Okay.
All right. Daily Democrat says Freddie Blay's son fingered in land stealing, brags with police support. Okay. Jean Mensah is working for MPP. NDC former executives are claiming. NDC warns EC over electoral fraud. We have here justice undermined. It's a question being asked. Attorney General's contradictory stance sparks controversy in Angela List's case. Zoom Lion Ghana wraps up 2024 with festive celebration and fun activities. We also have anti-corruption advocate calls for judicial reforms and accountability. One final one, stop shifting goalposts. Mahama tells Electoral Commission.
Okay, let me take you to the Daybreak. They have Akufo-Addo condemns post-election violence and blames the NDC. Also, NPP chases campaign vehicles. He has a picture of the General Secretary of the party, Justin Frimpong. And then this is also making some rounds. Retain avenue marking for minority leader Joe Wise. We'll see how that goes. And then our work ends when AG is appointed, says oral team. So that's it has a picture of Samuel Okojeto Ablakwa, right? So there's the lobbying has started already for Parliament. Who's going to be Speaker? Who's going to be Majority Leader? Who's going to be Minority Leader? I think with the Majority one, did I hear incoming President say that what's his name? Castle was going to take when he met with the President for the inauguration of the transition team. Yeah,
he suggested
he
that.
Suggested that. Okay. So maybe Castle has his job already. We'll see about the minority. Me, the one I'm interested in is the Speaker. Who will be Speaker?
Who will be Speaker?
The next dispensation.
I have a feeling Bagley might retain though.
Well, we'll see how that goes. You know, politics is interesting. Politics is interesting. So we'll see how it goes. It would be nice to have a woman.
Yeah, it would be.
It would be lovely to have a woman.
Yeah. I think since
we've had Bamford,
yeah,
we've not had any, and we've had a lot of men. So since we're all pushing, the affirmative action bill has been, passed. We want to see what is said in the bill or in the act rules, because in the transition team, for example, poorly represented by women.
True.
1-1, that's poor, and we are saying 30%, 40%.
That's really poor.
That is poor.
Yeah.
So we are watching.
Yeah.
This time we are watching. Okay, let me take my final one from the paper.
No, I'll give you one before you go for your final one. So it says here, Muhammad's oral adventure illegal, inherently corrupt. This is Ken Crunchy on the front page of the Daily Searchlight. Okay, I wonder why he's saying that though. Since it's a fact-finding mission, it's a fact-finding commission, as it were. Right, why he's saying it's illegal and corrupt.
I think he believes it should be instituted in law because of the work it's going to do.
No, but they say they are doing fact finding.
But fact finding, you are going to go into institutions, speak to people, based on what? I believe that's what he's saying.
But we have the RTI, which allows you to request for information.
But that is enshrined in our books.
Exactly.
Yeah. Is it the same for this?
So So and whatever they find, they are going to hand it over to the various.
But in what I believe the question they are asking, in what capacity?
Well, I think
especially when you are not even in government yet.
141 of the Constitution enjoins all of us to, if we see something going wrong in some act of corruption or whatever, to air it or to bring it to light.
No, that's not what they are going to do. You're going into institutions, you're going to get facts to present it to somebody.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So if, for example, you are a state institution, they come here and they say they want A, B, C, D, based on what are you giving it to them?
Right information.
No, right to go through RTI.
Okay. So you must request from RTI.
If you insist that you need to, you know, it depends on the institution.
Okay.
As a media person, I can request, come to you. If you say you can't, I go to RTI.
Okay.
RTI will determine it. So I am not saying what they are doing is wrong or right, but these are some of the issues that people have raised that based on what are they, you know, holding themselves in that capacity. So I think, you know, we like to go and let's see what the law says. Somebody should come and tell us.
Okay, right. Drive safely this Christmas. The National Road Safety Authority is advising. NDC rejects results of recollated parliamentary election results. And Chartered Institute of Bankers Ghana inducts 110 new chartered bankers.
Okay. BNFT Extractives Review and Outlook. Gold sector faces challenges amid strong performance. It also has a story of Omni Bestique Bank drives ESG goals with GACL EPA partnership initiatives. And then 2024 in review, economy beats expectations despite global challenges. So that's from the BNFT.
Okay. And we have the respect for, today newspaper says, respect for electoral laws, PPP, respect electoral laws, PPP to the EC. NDC fights EC over recollated parliamentary results. And Trefo Ati Mokwa poultry farmers cry over exorbitant cost of feed. I think this is an issue that has been...
It's an annual affair.
Yes.
Beginning and ending in the middle.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Anyway, so any interesting stories you want to delve into?
Okay, I can quickly do the deportation of over 12,000 Ghanaians, which is a pretty, you know, interesting one. Says the Ghana Immigration Service has revealed that 12,646 Ghanaians have been deported from various countries between 2020 and November 2024. The startling figure includes 8,186 males and 4,459 females, with most deportations originating from Libya, the United Kingdom. Libya, I'm sure, because they use that route to go to Europe. The United Kingdom, Germany, the United States, and Canada. Oh dear.
Wow.
Highest deportations recorded in 2022, according to Madam Yao Poko German, Assistant Commissioner of Immigration in charge of Migration Information Center for Returnees at Kotoka International Airport. 2022 recorded the highest deportation figures. A total of 3,028 Ghanaians were returned, comprising 1,813 males and 1,215 males. So that's the story around deportations. Have you met a deportee before? Especially those who go through Libya.
No, I haven't.
The stories are very
But the story
sad.
seems harrowing. I mean, I've heard people say it on different platforms.
Yeah, you have to, at a point, not drink water. At a point, you have to have water. You run out of water. They are selling it at prices you can't afford because obviously you don't have money. You are hiding.
But it's like you don't have a choice, though, because even if you can't afford it, are you going to die of thirst, or you're going to go and look for some, dirty water somewhere to just drink it like that? Because
you're hiding away from authorities, and you're going through the desert. Some have to hide. I saw a video yesterday. Was it last week? Was it on the BBC of a lady who was targeting? I've forgotten the country, and ended up in Brazil, stowaway, and it was so sad when they found her. She was dehydrated, close to.
So she survived the trip.
She survived the trip,
but she was in a very bad state.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you see the ships that turn up around Spain and all those from people coming from Africa.
Yeah.
The economies must be good for people to stay in their countries.
Yeah.
If things are good.
Know, I ask myself a couple of questions when we hear of these stories. And some people go to certain countries, maybe under the impression that
it's better.
It's better.
Yeah.
Only to go there and they have such a horrible experience.
Yeah. Because they're illegal
yes.
people.
Yes.
So it comes with the territory.
Yeah.
It comes with the territory. You
can't do
you're mistreated.
Abuse,
even in some of the Arab countries, we've had very sad stories, you know, of people, foreigners.
So the economy in itself there may be great, but you can't benefit from it
because
directly of your status. You know, and then rather you get abused, you get taken advantage of, you get mistreated. Some people have, I mean, some of the stories I've heard, people are treated literally like worse than animals.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And I think that has changed a bit because they've placed a ban on that. You know, at a point, people were paying people to go to the Arab countries to work, help with nanny stuff. And then when they get there, they are put into sex slaves, and, you know, and it was a huge thing, a very sad one as well, when you speak to some of the victims and all that. Anyway.
Let me quickly read a portion. I can't read the whole thing, it's too long. But Mahama's oral adventure is illegal and inherently corrupt.
Okay.
Ken Kranchi speaking here. It says here, in an Accra legal practitioner, Mr. Kenneth A.J. Kranchi has stated that the operation retrieved all loot and the committee formed under it is an illegal undertaking. Not only is oral illegal, but it is also inherently and putatively corrupt. Now, Mr. Kranchi makes the case in today's edition of the column Periscope Depth, which is published every Monday in the Daily Searchlight. Now, President-elect John Dramani Mahama announced the formation of Oral on 18th of October, and he later justified it by saying it's merely for the purpose of gathering information on corruption to be passed on to the appropriate governmental institutions for further investigation. In his article, Mr. Kranchi argues, first, that oral is illegal because at present, Mr. Mahama could not be seen to be influencing affairs in government because he is not as yet the president. As a person yet to be sworn into a governmental position, he cannot be seen to be engaging in activities that directly or indirectly influence government activity unless such activity is governed by official channels and lawful regulation. Secondly, Mr. Kranchi argues that oral is illegal because it's not backed by any known law in Ghana. All right, so the story goes on there, and so on and so forth. But you know that there are a number of lawyers also on the panel.
Well, it doesn't change anything.
As part of the committee. So I wonder what their perspective is.
Because you can't even prosecute. You don't have any prosecutor, but you don't have a...
But I don't understand the argument, and I don't know, maybe you do, but I don't understand the argument that the first argument he makes, that he's not yet in government. So...
Yeah, but they are not in government.
Yes, but what does that got to do with anything?
You're not in government, you're taking up a position or setting up something that even doesn't have the powers to do ABCD. Now, I'm seeing in this, the Daybreak, they are saying that they will hand everything over to the AG when the AG takes.
Yes.
You know, we have IOCO, we have Shraj, we have OSP. They should be doing that. And all these things.
But we know how these institutions have functioned.
Don't work. It doesn't give anybody any right to impersonate them. If they don't work, we have to put in systems to make them work. We have to hold them accountable.
Okay.
But we don't all go and set up unilateral committee and say that I'm going to do it, I'm going to investigate based on what or under which law, under which power, especially when you're not even, in power. And this is it what, a citizen committee or, I don't know. I think we need, maybe we should do a check with the lawyers for and against to really take us through.
Let's take a look at what exactly
technically,
it is.
It doesn't have any power.
Maybe we should address this on a question of law.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
any power to be doing whatever, because I believe if you are doing an investigation, okay, so you have the investigative journalist on it,
yes,
Raymond Archer on it,
yeah.
right? So he may say, okay, he's allowed to investigate certain things related to the public, whatever. That's okay as a journalist. But that's how far I can go. Then the lawyers can also say, based on this, somebody has done wrong or right. That's where it ends, isn't it?
Yes, or present whatever they find to the institutions.
Let the institutions do their work. When you come to power, let them do their work.
Says that for further investigation. So, this is what we found. We are left it with you.
The institutions, aren't they watching what is going on? They should even trigger it. That's how it works. Do we know whether they are doing it or not? So we come back and say, Kweku David has done ABCD, throw it out there. The investigators, real people who are supposed to do the work, do it, and it turns out it's not true. Haven't they defamed you?
Okay. So when we see an institution like the Fourth Estate come up with a publication that finds issues with the National Service Authority and things haven't gone under there, who takes over from there to investigate?
There are institutions. We have like 4 or 5 institutions. The Yoko is the OSP.
So that's what these people are also doing. They're also doing what the Fourth Estate has done to say, we have found one here.
Okay, so now they are a media house, investigative media house. Charlie, let's strengthen our institutions.
As for that one, I agree with you 100%.
Let's strengthen our institutions. Because let's say they want to do this. When another government doesn't strengthen the institution. It doesn't. It's your style of doing something. But are there institutions, are there systems in place? What are we doing with them to ensure they do the right thing? OSP. We saw what happened with OSP, the AG and all that. It's very unfortunate. We don't want to see that. We want institutions to work. We want structures to work for the benefit of the two of us, the whole country, and our children and children to be born. Corruption is disgusting.
It is. It is.
When you do the wrong thing, you don't allow the country to gain whatever, and you want to do whatever for your own gain. So we should eradicate, because of corruption, a lot of things have been destroyed in this country. Let the institutions work for us to eradicate. You can't eradicate it 100%.
Entirely,
But
no,
at
there's
least,
no country that has been
nobody has.
entirely.
In the US, they have it. In the UK. But it should be minimal,
absolutely.
and all these things. So I believe the institutions, there are a lot of every, government will come with a new one. And nothing comes out of it. Make the institutions work.
All right,
Stop this soppy voice all over this thing.
All right, thank you very much. Sports is next.